it's pretty just okay to happen. I mean, someone could like get Neil deGrasse Tyson on this, right? Has he ever thought about life on other planets? You think on during his tenure as an astrophysicist, he's ever considered? I wonder if there are. Not that there's like a whole series out on your preferred platform about it or anything, where he drives this little weird alien ship. Now there were other parts of that argument that I don't necessarily take issue with, but it's a case of source to just trust me a little bit. Where, you know, the whole like declassified things. Look, conspiracy theories, like I say, are very interesting, and I think they definitely serve a purpose in society. Now, whether that purpose is to distract us from other things, like, is a little debatable. You know, the government suddenly coming out and being like, yeah, we had some objects that we didn't know what they were. Like, yeah, that tracks, you know, especially with the climate. Like, do I think it would be cool if it was like, you know, because I don't think there's anybody out there. Again, like, it's very humanistic of us, right? It's very egotistical of us to think that you know, we're the smartest guys out there. And so if there's an alien race with capability of like intergalactic travel, like the only reason they would be looking out for other exoplanets is to just kill us or whatever, right? They've gone through their whole rigmarole of destroying their planet with epic factories, spewing out like coal dust into the air, and now they want somewhere new to live. Like, and again, this is very personal, right? This is we're getting into a little bit of territory that has a lot. This is actually controversial. Instead of saying, you know, billionaires should give out their money or something. You know, would it be cool if the things that were found were like, you know, satellites or something? You know how we send like several satellites out to planets and they just drift through space whenever they leave the Milky Way? Like, first of all, the chance of them making it out further into space is like very little, right? Not the fact that they're gonna hit a star or whatever, but ooh, Firehawk? No, we've gotten you before. But just due to the fact that you know, there's a lot of little debris in space, right? Little like, you know, sand particles that are going at like light speed at this point because they've been floating and being accelerated by other things, and they never lose that acceleration in the void of space-time. Just flying through. So, you know, in making it unscathed across the universe, perhaps not very believable, but, you know, it stopping working at some point, you know, like the two telescopes that we've sent out, Galileo and Hubble or something like that. I forgot what the new one is called. We've already been here. But yeah, that's the idea, right? So I think it'd be very cool if, you know, because that's the thing. Whenever you're looking out to... Oh, give me a sec. Whenever you're looking out to send probes to the rest of the planet... Like, don't forget, we're not stationary, right? We are always moving, and I don't mean around the sun. Like, we... Imagine... And again, you gotta be, you know, a little bit of a brainiac to understand this concept, because if you think that we live in a disk, there's no hope for you. So this is the observation, right? The sun ain't stationary, baby. The sun is like being hurtled through the galaxy, or you know, the universe, or because everything is like is within something else's gravitational pull, right? So the sun, I imagine. We're getting into territory where I don't really know what I'm talking about, so this is conjecture. All of the astrophysicists in chat can all correct me on these allegations. So don't take it as gospel, for the love of Christ. So the sun is like you know, moon is orbiting the Earth is orbiting the sun is orbiting the Milky Way, I guess. And then Milky Way is probably like interlocked with Andromeda or some shit, right? Or like the Milky Way is like part of a different galaxy or something like that. And Look, we're getting to a territory that I'm not too familiar with. But regardless, so everything is orbiting something. And so the sun is fucking moving, right? We're hurtling through space, and since the sun is going through space and time, we're going through space and time. And so it's kind of like a vortex that's always moving towards. If you consider the sun being at the center of this vortex, and then imagine the vortex as like the tip of a spear. You know, it's a little, you know, it's cono in shape, so maybe that's easier to visualize. And if you just chuck that spear out into nothingness, that's kind of what's happening, right? So it would have to be pretty random or pretty well calculated to send a probe out from like across the galaxy to hit us exactly where we're gonna be in the future, right? In like, you know, several years of time, like possibly even thousands of years of time. Like by the time a probe reaches our planet, it's possible that the civilization that sent it doesn't even exist anymore because they went to war with each other or whatever. And so that would be cool, right? Like the declassified or whatever, if they talked about, you know, it's objects that they couldn't identify. That's the, you know, unidentified flying object. That's all it is. Like people like saying UFO and imagine like a flying saucer, but it literally could have been just a, you know, a rock in aluminium foil that was launched from the other side of the planet, right? Like anything can be a UFO if you don't think hard enough. And so it'd be cool if it was like, you know, a probe or and by a probe, maybe I'm giving it the wrong, like a satellite, right? Like whenever I say a probe, I mean like just a structure, a technological structure of like varying size that is simply sent out to scout out the universe, right? Like the telescopes that we've sent out. So by the time it made to Earth, not only does it require, you know, going through the entirety of space, then it has to go through the entirety of space without it being harmed, and then it has to intercept us at the exact time. Now, look, I don't want no beef with aliens. I'm perfectly happy in believing that they have the capabilities to make those calculations work for them. You know, like maths is maths, right? According to Mr. Incredible. And so no matter where you go, maths is it's gonna be pretty much the same. All that changes is the symbols that go with it. You know, maybe their equal sign is like our 2 or something like that. Maybe we're getting a little too far from being able to. Ooh, hello. Fully understand what I'm talking about here. But yeah. So it would be cool if it was like something like that, right? Something that has had to survive like infinitesimal odds to just be able to reach us, and then whether it's working or not, whenever it makes its way in, right? And if it's capable of like back and forth communication as well, so they, because you know that there's no like warlords don't give a shit about making contact with other civs, right? They just want to send like they just send parties to raid and stuff like that. So I think it requires a somewhat, you know, logical / intelligent life to actually seek contact. And if they're seeking contact, it's either peaceful or in wanting to learn more stuff, right? Like because who has been our our Lex Luthor, you know, like a very smart guy that is and that, look, right, it's fun to make fun of Elon Musk as like this evil this evil Stark. Sam Stark? I forgot his name. Iron Man? Tony Stark. This evil Tony Stark, right? But in reality, he's nothing, right? He's no Jebediah Stone or whatever the guy's name is. These Firehawks, man, they're making me so angry. Like we don't really have like a super mad evil scientist that, you know, is using the evilness for like, you know, maybe because they're smart and they don't actually show themselves or whatever. Try to keep this in a little bit of a comedy sense instead of actually diving deep into it, but You know, we don't really have that type of person out there. And so I think to go through the effort of sending a spaceship through time and space to you know, learn more about an exoplanet. First of all, you know, low chances of it even hitting us, and there's no way we're the only target, right? Like, obviously, if you're wanting to make contact with other exoplanets, you'd send like as many probes as you can. Not only to one, by the way, you probably want to send like, I don't know, 1,000 towards one place in hopes that at least one makes it, which even then is already like a low chance. You also want to, you know, not pull all of your eggs in one basket. So you want to send like, you know, 1,000 probes to Earth, 1,000 probes to like Massage 203, another 1,000 probes to like, you know, XY 34. Like you wanna diversify your income, right? So that if any of them make it, and if your webcams, you know, your what is it, 900 C920 Logitech cameras that you put on top of the the probe, those things can survive anything. Then you might be able to see something if it ever reaches it. But you know, and there's like a long like response time, right? Like that's the thing as well, because it's theory. We don't know how long information takes across across space, right? Like there's 3 theories or something like that. I don't know the name of the theories, but I can try to explain them. It's so if we send a signal to the moon, we don't know. So like we think that it takes like, you know, I'm gonna use sun numbers. So like to see light from the sun, it takes like 8 minutes to reach us, right? Something like that. And I know I'm not talking about sun, but we're talking about signals. But let's keep that frame of reference. And so let's say that, you know, to send the signal to Mars, it takes, you know, 3 minutes, right? We don't know if it like takes 3 minutes to get there and then is immediately sent back to us the second it touches, or if it gets if it's instant going there but then 3 minutes to come back, or if it's 1.5 minutes each way, right? That's why it's theories, because we don't have instant communication to make sure of which one is right, which one is wrong, right? It's ooh, hello. It's a I wouldn't say complicated, but it's something that we simply can't verify right now, right? We lack the manpower, we lack all of the SpaceX ships to take us to Mars. And even then we wouldn't know, right? Because I think, didn't they do that shit with the moon guys, and they couldn't be sure. Oops. All right, I should have just I can just fall down. I always forget I can just fall down. Just jump over like so. Oh, never mind. Oh yeah, I've got to jump over, land on the pipe, walk over, and then I just jump down. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, like you know, look, there's a lot of moving parts to talking and streaming. So if you think something has been said that that upsets you, you know, try asking around it before making you know, seeing anything being said and then not chasing it. And I know that this is, look, okay, I understand that this is going to be a thing that happens forever. I'm not deluding myself into thinking that suddenly I'm the one that's going to change everything by having people, you know, fact check or follow up on things. Because the guy's comment was like, was going to watch, but you said this one thing. Even though I'd say a little bit more about it a few minutes later. It's a little crazy, you know, it's a little crazy. Now, is it a 1 hour video? Yeah. But I don't know. I think you know, if you dislike it, just get out. Basically. Very Ubisoft of me, I know. Thank you. I am in many ways like a AAA company. Oh man. I'm starting to think we're never gonna get a new Masher or a new or an Unforgiven Masher, let alone, you know what I'm saying? Still haven't tried this. Oh yeah, that's good because the damage is less. The damage is less. You remember? Iridium blaster. Dude, this volcano is chasing my ass. You guys ever think how crazy it is that there's so much like you know, some would call needs to be restricted content on YouTube. And I know we've always been of several minds whenever it comes to nudity in the space where it's a little public to see. You know, not everybody is ready to witness that type of behavior. But it's a little crazy how
So you want me to share, huh?
how readily available that type of stuff is, and how, I mean, the internet as a whole is ooh, hold accuracy instead of ammo regen, huh? No, I want ammo regen. Agreed. Oh, I've been having an interesting time with my energy levels. You guys I had a friend growing up that didn't really enjoy taking medicine for like headaches and things like that because they didn't want to get too used to it. They wanted to be able to survive in a world without needing to, you know, medicine. What do you guys think about that? Because my MO whenever it comes to that shit is if I'm suffering, I just kind of want, you know, if we have the means, just you know, beam me up to planet Elysium or whatever, while some drug makes its way through my system to prevent me from feeling that, you know, like, so if I have a headache, if it's not like, you know, there's different levels to headaches, right? Like, I'm not saying everything needs to be, yeah, got it. Not everything needs to be, you know, hell on earth. If it is just a minor headache and it's just something that like slightly bothering me, yeah, sure. I won't build a tolerance for paracetamol in my blood so that it actually works whenever I properly need it. But you know, going so far as to never wanting to take anything, and again, like I understand, I just like taking pills, and I hate that I'm very reliant, and there's nothing wrong with this, by the way. It's a very personal like thing, it goes from person to person, so don't judge your like values over mine, or vice versa. I've gotten a Hydra before. Oh, oh, it's not, but it is an Unforgiven. It's not a master Unforgiven, but look at that crit damage though. Look at that extra damage. I want to try it. So how much damage am I realistically losing? 54 times 7. So I'm losing around 1,000 damage. But maybe if I hold it, it'll give me luck to find the next one. So yeah, let's try it. Ooh, that is a low fire rate. That is a low fire rate. Oops. Now I have my Unforgiven effigy. Or maybe I feed it to the wolves, you know? What is this gun again? I've already forgotten. Hydra. Okay. Um. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, medicine. Um. So yeah, I'm of the mind, if you're feeling, you know, under the weather, to a point where it's, you know, making you ill or making you not be able to do things, just take something, man. That's why big pharma is out here, you know, exploiting your ass so that you don't have to suffer and they can get rich. This message has been brought to you by big pharma. Buy drugs, legal drugs, legal drugs. Oh man, I don't know. I hate relying on them to just exist though. I hate that, like, if I don't take my drugs, particularly, you know, to regulate all of the hormones in my body, that it will make me very depressed. I find that annoying. I hate that you know, because I'm a forgetful person, right? So if I forget to do something that will literally bring like less quality of life, that's annoying as all heck, man. Because you know what goes from, oh, I just forgot to take my meds today. Oh, then that means you can't sleep tonight, right? That's fucked up, man. That's real fucked up. Oh, you know what I just thought of? I lose a lot of damage with this not being a masher, but because it has 200% critical hit damage, it means that I maybe gain that damage back on critical hits. So perhaps not a bad thing, folks. Perhaps not a bad thing. You know, all things come in disguises. I don't know what I'm saying. Ooh, hello. Nope, I might have already looked at those, but I forgot when. I need to start opening or putting this down. Oh, oops, I forgot the audio. I don't know why the audio keeps muting. It's upsetting for me. I've seen it happen quite a few times today. But so like whenever I'm not talking, there's just like pure silence. Has that been fun? Has that been fun for you guys? Gorilla. There's a wild gorilla on the loose. You guys ever see those TikToks of those D&D players that I like this trend, man, of a bunch of D&D podcasts becoming like these funny moments slash, you know, comedy things that not everybody out there, you know. And again, this is no shade to the bigger D&D, you know, big boys out there that are doing like some amazing content. You know, some thought-provoking content and things like that. Look, I got zero beef with them, okay? I simply like, not more or less, I like. Dude, this whole streaming thing is difficulty, huh? You have to like add disclaimers to everything you say. Oh, I wish I could just have like a message that pops out like up from the bottom of the screen for 30 seconds. Everything that it said, just take it as a joke. Never take anything that I say seriously, because then even the serious takes could add a little bit of fun. Simply by making people think, is he actually being truthful? Is this actually what he thinks? Should all billionaires, you know, be burned at the stake? That's crazy. That's such a crazy take. But yeah, having those D&D podcasts out there that are you know, fun maxing or the comedy maxing, very fun. And so there's this group. I think it's the Legends of Avarius or something like that. Again, you're never gonna have a good source from me, okay? And they have some pretty good clips out there, folks. Something about there's this girl named Grilla, Gryla or something like that. And I think I had a dream about it. I don't know. And they keep hearing gorilla. Oh, I guess you had to be there. Okay, it was funny for a guy like me. We have acquired an Unforgiven, though. We've moved one step closer to ultimate awareness. You guys remember those memes about a mind always expanding? Oh, those were the days of memes, man. Like, and then it evolved to like a couple of different things, right? Like the clown stuff as well. Each time like an argument is made, everything that is added onto the argument adds like another layer of clown makeup. Because you're making a sweet ad hominem attack onto the person. Look, do I think fallacies are good to know of? Yes. Do I think that means we should stop using them? Absolutely not. Okay, it makes arguments so much funnier whenever oh man, I don't know if it's real or not, but in the debates, doesn't Trump like turn his eyelids inside out or something like that just to like have a little bit of a shock factor against the person that they're debating against? It's so fucking dumb, man. That's when you know that you're a fucking aphora or whatever it's called. The oops. I don't know about that, Chief. I'm already gone. What was I saying? Oh, it was something so dumb that I've like just that one piece of rocket immediately fired it away from my psyche. Oh, it's oh yeah, ad hominem attacks or whatever, fallacies. Yeah, I remember. Oh, can I be real with you? I might need another drinky poo here soon. Oh, I know, I didn't leave the map. No. He's asleep for real. I do think I need another energy drink. I don't know what's happening, but the glycogen levels have been reset. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I didn't exit the map. Such a rookie mistake, man. Okay, let's get ourselves out. Oops. And then we make our way in. Oh. Oh man, you guys ever enter like random laughing fits, like a little bit of a psycho every now and then? I don't know why I went over there to check. It's just courtesy, I guess, to Marcus. He has given us this quest after all. We gotta pay a little bit of respect every time we wanna partake in his raiding of the vault. Let's get there real quick, and then I need a refresher. I need to like throw some water in my face or something like that, because there ain't no way in hell I'm finishing the stream early today. We're staying all day in here if we need to, okay? No! Oh, scheiße. Oh, what the fuck, bro? Yeah, she told me the story of how much chests you got going on over here, brother. Can you tell me something a little bit more about that? Oh, this free booty? You guys, is there a reason other than the obvious why booty exists as a there's no way. That's the thing, right? So didn't Disney, just like Coca-Cola with Santa Claus, didn't Disney like make the pirate accent for like Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever, like that shit is entirely fabricated, right? So there's no way that booty like which one came first? The behind booty or the treasure booty? You know what I'm talking about? Like shit's crazy, man. I see some stuff. I see some stuff. Who are you? Raven? You guys ever watch Teen Titans? Raven was a baddie, right? You guys like Oh man, this whole trend of people going back on cartoons and like you guys see the woman that wants to wants to have intercourse with Bluey's dad or the dad from Bluey. I don't know if Bluey is the dad, or for me Bluey has to be the pup, right? The puppy. Oh man, people have no shame these days, man. People be saying like, yeah, Lola from Space Jam, I would hit that. I honestly think it's Markiplier's fault. I think ever since he put out that Smash or Pass video for the Pokemon, I think that's made it so everybody else is more comfortable talking about their deepest, darkest secrets. And honestly, Marky Mark, I can't believe you did that to us. I can't believe you you introduced the ability to talk about Vaporeon being the most biological sense in the human capacity to copulate with. That it's all your fault. It's all your fault. And quite frankly, it's pretty funny. I think it's a pretty good addition to the human psyche, quite frankly. There's no shot your horny ass would say no to Lola Bunny. Look, I don't know what to say, okay? I 100% am not a Lola Bunny enjoyer. I can see why, don't get me wrong, right? Like the same way that people look at the snake from Kung Fu Panda and say, you know, do the little, you know, something like that. Did that come through? Like, you know, I understand why people, you know, go that hard for Lola and would kill for Lola and you know, would become their Kira sidekick to if Loki if Lola was Kira. But just not for me. Something, maybe the puffy cheeks, I don't know what it is about her. It's all, you know, all of us are like different things. Okay. But like, you know, people coming in and talking about Simba, giving them the, you know, the hibby jibbies in a good way, or the, I don't know, the lioness. There's something to adding eyelashes, I guess, to to animals that just makes many people feel a certain sort of way. I got nothing against furries at a fundamental level, okay? Whenever it comes to more, ooh, redemption? We've had you before. Yeah. Whenever it comes to, you know, a liking sense, there's definitely something to be said there. But, you know, there's, again, it's amazing what one guy can do for a whole genre of of that part of the internet. If you catch my drift, if you drift in my Tokyo drift. You guys ever run in the 90s? I've been talking about this. Ooh, Nidhogg! I don't believe we have you. Hello. Death rains from above. Air burst rockets. Huh? This is an actually special. Oh, I don't want to use it as my main thing. This is an actually special, like, rocket launcher? Oh, that's another one ticked right off. Very cool, very cool.
So you want me to share, huh?
Right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to I need to quickly have another drinky poo. So give me 1 second here. You know what time it is, baby? Here's something that came across my mind. Do any of you because I know some ADHD people, right, get different effects from caffeine and things that are supposed to, keep you awake. But cuz I don't know how much of the content I watch is just geared towards me, and nobody else sees something like that, right? So why not steal a little bit of content and make it relatable all the same? And this whole rebel hold. Let's go. A rebel just for me. Talking about energy drinks. We'll get back to that in a second. Hello, rebel. Hey man, that's all it takes to do a little bit of progress. There's one cool gun to appear. Yeah, so energy drinks and caffeine have a little bit of the opposite effect for me. They don't necessarily make me more awake, and they don't necessarily remove tiredness from me. They simply make me a little easier to be able to focus. Now, I know what you might be saying. That's not true. Your ass forgets everything you're talking about. And yes, okay, that's true. But this is where streaming is like a whole different monster, okay? Give me a second. Streaming is a whole different monster, okay? You're engaging different muscle parts of your brain, okay? We're not gonna get into that again. I don't need to be out here defending myself for the likes of you, okay? Your ass needs to shut up and nut up, something like that. Kick ass until you're out of gummy bears, something to that extent. But yeah, so energy drinks don't necessarily like remove fatigue or sleepiness. They just simply make me focus more. So it's a very much a copian thing right now. Just because I feel myself, the nature of farming these resources makes you a little droopy. I think, at least for me, it does. I don't know. You guys ever think about how whenever you fall asleep watching certain content? You're priming your brain not to find that content boring, but to get a little sleepy every time you go enjoy that type of content. Like, in lectures and stuff, I think if you, and this isn't legal advice, but if you maybe record your lectures, right? And then listen them back whenever you're playing a game or something, or whenever you're doing something that maybe requires your full attention, and again, this is something I just came up with. So, whenever you are, yeah, you record your lecture, right? This is advice for all of you university folks out there, and then you listen back to it whenever you're doing something very engaging or something that requires you to be very awake to fully partake in. You maybe are able to then train your brain to be like, whenever I'm listening to someone speak for an hour straight, then it's suddenly very engaging, right? Suddenly it's something that you I don't know, because again, we're all dogs in Pavlov's mind, right? We can all be trained in certain sorts of way, and maybe this isn't anything groundbreaking that I'm saying, but I feel like there's something to it. Is it something that I would have done? No, I think I had a pretty look. I've never been much of a great student, but I did have a scholastic mind going to university, and so I didn't feel like I needed the incentive, the psychological mind games to be able to enjoy and pay attention to lectures and stuff like that. I was able to absorb content really well. But at the same time, you know why I think that might be? And I'm no scientist, so I don't know how much truth this is. But I'm thinking that perhaps because I watch a lot of YouTube. Ooh, hello. I don't think you're good, are you? Like, you have more bullets and that's about it. Where's my old masher? My old masher's like 300 and something, right? But it only has 2 bullets. Yeah, 334. So you do less damage, but you have more bullets, which is something that we've noticed quite a bit in mashers. So yeah, sorry, despite you being quite a bit of harumph to you. You know what we should do as well? We should try seeing what damage we do to General Knox with this Unforgiven. See if he bends the knee, brother. If he bends the knee. Well, yeah, a little bit of advice, and maybe you can try that with several things. You know, not just university, not just studying. I know out there that a lot of techies. Is that, you know, instead of calling them trekkies, you call them techies? People who work in the IT industry? I know a lot of their asses are out here watching like VTubers on their second monitor, right? This isn't anything new for us. We know that I know who you are. I see you. You think I don't see you hearing me? You know, and it's kind of something that they lightly listen to while they're doing some sort of work. So I think this is already like being applied by the greatest minds out there. So yeah, why not try to, you know, any task that you find monotonous, combine it with something that is extremely engaging, and maybe slowly, whenever Pavlov rings his bell, you will suddenly be reciting the entire national anthem, while listening to like a little green goblin on the bottom right of the screen talking about how their Minecraft character has too many rockets. Something like that. I don't know, there might be something to it, man. There might be something to it. Okay, this is doing a little bit of damage. Yeah, it's doing a little bit of damage. I don't want to get you lower because I don't want any enemies to come around, but yeah, there's definitely something to it. Well, I'm getting low, but do I care? No, because I'm a bad boy. Yeah, baby. Guys, everything. Maybe this is a very nice guys. You know, babe, I'm not like the other guys. I'm a very nice guy. I'm such a nice guy. You guys ever, you know, and this is maybe for a little bit of a male audience, a little bit for the female audience as well. What do you guys think about bad guys? I'm personally of the feeling that they're a little bit obnoxious. And I understand, right, there's nuance to this, right? Like, because, again, women out there, and you know, not all of you, but you ACOTAR reading women, you like bad guys in writing, right? But otherwise, you kind of want a guy that just is a normal human being and treats you like a normal human being. And I know that that's, like, in itself kind of rare to find. With the whole, you know, red pill incel culture that these days provide to us. But you know, the whole, like, you know, oh, he's such a bad boy, it's just a fantasy thing, right? Like, and this is a genuine question, you know. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody for their likes and dislikes. I'm simply trying to delve into a psyche that I'm myself and not a target audience of. You guys ever think about how You know, bad boys are not great examples of who you should, you know, perhaps enter. Oh, thank you for the AFK screen. Thank you so much. That could have been the rest of the stream right there. Appreciate you. We haven't gotten anything exciting. Don't worry about it. Unless I got the the Nidhogg or whatever it was, the Rebel, while that was up. Then that's unfortunate. But yeah, I'm not too much of a fan, you know, and it's just a fancy thing.